What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in. We're doing the recap here, and today was a bit of a struggle. I am green here at the end of the day, but boy, was it rough. So let's talk about it. We'll get into what I traded and how it went. So here we go. First off, I'm up 245 bucks on the day green. Well, I'm happy I am green. It's not really significant into kind of my prior losses, so just trying to dig out a hole, and yeah, that's kind of how it goes. But anyways, today we started off, got a few trades under my belt here. About what was it, about 9 trades before I just had an absolutely horrible one with NAUT. That was one that just blew me out of the water, and I was thinking I'd have to close out the day red, but I came back, stuck to the market, and was able to claw out of it and go green. So I'm happy with that. Stocks that are traded today: ZY was one that was in play. FLGC, one of the cannabis ones. NAUT, I think that was a biotech company. BTBT, and that was pretty much it. I did get 2 trades on NEGG, which is NEGG. Let's just go ahead and I want to highlight my first big mistake. Let's see. ZY was kind of one of the first ones I was making some progress on, and I believe I traded it throughout this area here. But where I made a huge mistake, I basically got up to what was it? 132 bucks. And from there, I made a massive bad trade. So here we are, we're looking at it. NAUT had this nice run up. Now, the problem here was, if you look at this, it spiked up, went right into a halt. Did the same thing again, but the thing was there was not much volume at all, as you can see, on the entire run up, except for this section here. Once we got into this area here, we did see volume come in. So let me show you where I traded it. I'll pull up the orders here. So first trade on it was decent, got 10 cents or 9 cents at 10.51. I started trading this at what, 12.44. So right in here on the move up. Yeah, I got 10 cents on that first trade. And then let's see, second one was almost another 10 cents on the second trade. Third trade, I even profited on the third trade, 5 cents there. And where I made a mistake here, yeah, this was it right in here. Okay, so let's take out the time frame, 12.52. So we had this nice run up. I traded it all throughout that area. Goes into another halt. I'm thinking, okay, could go up, but I want to play this. It looks like it's got momentum, so I want to wait till it opens up, see if it has a pullback, going for the pullback, and go for the next leg higher. That was kind of my mentality there. So I bought in, let's see, at 11.39. Where was that at? That was right in here. Yeah, so just trying to pick up that that pullback, hoping we'd get another move up. And it just dipped a little bit further, so I decided to buy in a little bit more. And let's see, at 12.53, I bought in at 10.89. So just averaging down there, 300 shares on that, and then we got another dip further down. And I thought, damn, it's a big sell-off, but at this point, I'm getting in that desperate mode. So I'll buy in super low, see if we can get the next pop. I'll sell for a loss, but anyways, averaged in, got another 300 shares at 10.18. Bad idea here, because that was such a big drastic sell-off that had we gotten a pop, I would have been able to reduce a bit of my loss. But the problem here was it dropped, and it just kept bleeding. So this was the falling knife, and it just kept going and going and going. And it was just hard to watch this thing because I thought for sure there would have been a bounce somewhere, maybe in here, but we never got it. We just got this slow bleed off and then further drops. It was just super, super hard to stomach here. And eventually I just had to cut the loss. So this is my huge, huge loss today. Ended up selling at 952 and sold it all 952. That was at 1303. Yeah, so right in here I just realized, you know what, if this continues further I won't be able to take it, so just cut the loss. And that's where I did big damage. So I went from being positive 132 bucks all the way down to negative 1018. So from there it was just rough to take that all in. And now I could have thrown in the towel and just called it quits, you know, because I knew I was kind of getting into that mentality of, now I just want a revenge trade to get it back. And I decided to stick in the game. So that actually worked out for me today, and I'm positive today. So there's a lot of times in the past where I would have told myself just to walk away, and I would have taken a huge hit for the day. You know, down 1,000 is quite a bit. So anyways, I realized, you know what, that direction's not going for me. And luckily enough, I realized, you know what, why don't I go with the trend at this point? This thing is definitely a complete bleed off. Just to see this chart go all the way ripping up here to just absolutely collapsing and a huge bleed off. So I decided, you know what, let me go short. So I got a few shorts in, but before I did that, I decided FLGC was popping up. This was that cannabis stock. And I believe it was, let's see, where was that? 1304. Yeah, it was in this rip here. I started having a few trades in. So that helped me out. I started digging out of the hole a little bit. And let's see where some of the maybe bigger hits were. Yeah, I had a really nice short here. Look, this was an excellent trade for me. So I was sitting at one point down negative 700 bucks, and I decided to start shorting in a UT, and was able to take 500 bucks off the table right there, get back. That put me down negative 200. So good shorting there. And I just kept kind of doing the same thing. But I started shorting it. Let me show you in this area in a UT. Once we got into this zone here, I realized, okay, we consolidated, but this could be a potential breakdown zone if we, you know, kind of cross this 862 area. And started hopping in for a bunch of shorts. And I took bigger size, so it was riskier, but I was more confident this thing was kind of collapsing. It did hold this area quite a bit, and I did get a nice trade right in here to the downside, anticipating that break of 850, and we just got a dip there, ended up selling out at 843, so a really good trade there. But yeah, moral of the story here is I was able to short it, bigger size, and that was able to help me go positive today. So really big help there. What else can we go over here? ZY. Now ZY was good. There was opportunity, and I was able to get up to 416 bucks on the day with it, which is a really good spot to sit at. Unfortunately, I took off half my profits on ZY towards the end of the day, right in this zone here. I guess I was just desperate to try to put more green on the table. I was getting a little greedy. Being up 416 from down negative 1,000 is a good move, and yet I still, like I said, got a little greedy and decided, hey, let me hop in for another move higher here towards the end of the day. And I hopped in for this anticipation break of 15. And let's see, 1557. No, that wasn't it. Let's see the one. Yeah, this is the zone here, 1555. Yeah, so I hopped in here right at 15, thinking we'd push to get possible resistance and maybe a break of it at, 1514, but we didn't. It pushed up to 1509 and then just broke down hard. And I had to cut the loss on it. So 14, I got out at 1466. Good thing it was sooner than later. I just decided to take the cut on it, but that took $200 off the table, put me down to 245 bucks on the day. So a little, this one was a bit choppy, but I felt like there were only a few stocks in play today. ZY was definitely one of them, but other than that, I felt like there wasn't a whole lot of ton of movement to trade other than going back to NAUT. And this one was just a disaster for me. I would have loved to get in at a short here, but I guess I wasn't in my right mindset, in the sense that, I wasn't reading this correctly. I had a huge move up. I thought it had more potential, but maybe I should have put more emphasis on the yearly chart here. If you look at the yearly chart on this thing, it's nasty. It's all downhill for quite a while. Now, we did have a huge run up here, which I guess got me thinking that this might go for another run, and it did, but it wasn't sustained and it just absolutely crumbled. So I want to hear from you guys and find out if you traded NAUT today and if you had to take a big loss on it, or if you did well just trading the front side here and getting some money and walking away. But I just would have thought there would have been a little bit more continuation, or at least some kind of a bounce on the backside here, but no, just this nasty falling knife here, and unfortunately had to cut it. But hey, at least I did cut it early enough, because it did have quite a drop from there. And then I don't know what got into me. I should have realized, hey, go with the flow, like switch. I did short it in here, but if I would have shorted it earlier on, would have put on maybe a lot more profit. So I don't know, just kind of bouncing around a bit, but glad to be up 245 at least. At least I'm green today and got out of that negative 1,000. That was a big drop. So happy with that. Hope you guys traded well. Let me know how you did. That's it for today, and we'll see you tomorrow. I guess tomorrow's Friday, end of the week. I've got a lot of digging out to do this month. It is pathetic so far. Took a huge loss on Monday and just trying to recover from that. So it's unfortunate when you put on such a big red day towards the beginning of the month, and it's just like, you got to work hard just to get back even. And that's the story of trading, at least for me, just trying to do my best here, but that's what I'm working with. Having 3 green days is great, but look, they're just insignificant. 83 on Tuesday, 318 on Wednesday, 245 today. I want to say I've got to put on much bigger green days, but I don't want to push myself so much that I push it so hard that I go super red and have a nasty big red day. So it is about consistency. I mean, that's difficult with trading. To try to be green every single day is, to me, unrealistic for sure. I just need to manage to keep those red days smaller, and I always have a problem with that. So we'll see what we can do. Anyways, that's it. Take care. See you on the next one.